I just wanted to mention these different types of clips that you might find on your hammocks. Both these toe types I've heard bad reports about, and I'm not happy with myself, so I just wanted to share the information and just to let you know, because obviously you want your rats inside your cage to be as safe as possible. So this first type, it's a little ring. Now this is the first time I've had the Savic product that I haven't been happy with. This is attached to the inside this little piece of cord here. They're very tricky to put in and take out. They get caught up. Now you have to remove those for washing for a start, and these hang very close to the top of the cage, but whichever way you put them, you're going to have these sharp edges sticking out, which the rats could either get a puncture injury or they could get a nasty scratch from. And they could get their legs caught in there. Sometimes these rings are used for hanging toys, like the wooden ladders, which have toys attached to them. And I have read on Amazon a report of a lady who said her rat's leg got broken by being caught in a hoop. Now it wasn't this particular hoop, but it was a hoop like this. So I think if you've got this type of Savic hammock, what we've done is we've taken all of these hoops off and we've threaded a piece of cord through, and then we just use one of these little clips through the cord and attach that to the bars of the cage, and that's how we've got around that one. That seems to work quite well. Of course the rats do chew on the cord, so you have to watch it for signs of chewing. Now this type of clip, we have been swapping these. Well, a few months ago we stopped using these because I kept hearing about rats getting scratched off them. I was having trouble doing these up and they kept popping open. Inside here is quite a sharp edge, and the most worrying thing is that rats were getting, because young rats especially, could get caught up in these, and broken legs. The most upsetting thing is a story I was only told about this week about a lady who came home and her young rat was hanging from one of these. Now that is obviously very distressing. You put your rats in your cage, you think they're safe, and you come home and find your rat has died in a horrific little accident, and you know how you get over something like that. You must feel so guilty, and it's not your fault. You thought the hammock clip was safe. So I'm just mentioning it now because I just think this is absolutely dreadful that your rat can die or get injured from a hammock clip. So anyway, so what we did a few months ago is we stopped using these, and we bought these smaller clips from Amazon, which are not specifically for animals. They're for anything. You can use them for key rings. They worked quite well. At the time, I don't know why I didn't check on the rat warehouse at the time. I think it's because I was only buying these for making toys, and I just thought they were fine for what we wanted. I didn't specifically buy them for hammocks, but we started to use them. And then of course I went onto the rat warehouse and I found that you could get these sets of 3 or 4, and I think it was $1.85 for 4. So I always go there first when I'm looking for anything, because it is my favourite store. But these actually are even, you see, they're even smaller, and at the moment they're probably the best ones I can find, but I don't think there is a hammock clip that is 100% safe, and I don't know what is going to get done about that or how it can be changed. But I was going to say, most hammock clips you'll find, you'll probably get a D-ring with either one of these little clips on. The thing I don't like about these clips that come on the hammocks is you have to keep them dry, washed and clean, and they tend to corrode, whereas these don't. That's the better thing with these, so you don't get any corrosion. So you can attach these little clips to the D-ring instead of that type of clip. And yes, I think, you know, rats could still get their legs caught in there, but I think they are safer. Or if you wanted to make your own hammocks, you don't even need the D-ring. You can just use this bit here, or you can, you know, hang them either way really, I guess. You could, even if you're good at, you know, sewing, you could cut the fabric and remove the D-ring altogether and just use this clip on its own. So I think the other thing was the toys. You know, obviously these rings are attached to toys. Now, it's never happened to us before, not that we know. We've never experienced or seen it happen. But we clip these toys onto the side of the cage with one of these clips through there. Now, there was a funny noise the other day, and there's two of us sitting here, and my son realised that Ellie had her little leg caught in this ring here, and she was panicking. And of course I panicked, thinking she's going to break her leg. We managed to get her out of the cage and she was fine, but I've immediately taken all the toys out that are attached with rings while I work of a better way of, you know, stopping the rats from getting caught up. So if anyone knows of an even better way to attach their hammocks, please let me know so we can share the information. But be very wary of the rings, especially the rings with sharp edges, and the large hammock clips like this that are often on the scramble nets. Try and get some smaller hooks that are, you know, much safer. You can use the D rings with the clips, or you can use these little gate clips which are specifically for rats. And if you find out anything, or you work out a brilliant way of attaching hammocks that's 100% safe, please let everybody know about it.